Good morning, I'm Michelle. Welcome to class. Today's class hopefully will give you a nice jump start to your day. If you know your Surya Namaskars A, B, and C, we're going to mix them all up together. So when you're ready, let's come into child's pose. Bringing your toes together to touch, opening up your knees to a width that feels comfortable in your body. Bring your hips to your heels. Nestle your belly and chest between your thighs. Walk your fingertips out in front of you or walk your hands back by your feet. Bring your forehead to the mat or a block. Relax your face and jaw. Once you get into the position you're comfortable with, resist any movement. Start to cultivate non-reactivity, turning the gaze behind the eyes to the inner world, the inner workings of your body. Relax your tongue away from the roof of your mouth and use this time to hit the pause button. And use this time to hit the play button on your breath and on your practice. Release tension from your back and your hips. Releasing stress from your mind. And start to activate Ujjayi breathing. Breathing in through your nose, dragging the breath through the back of your throat, creating a slight restriction, as if you were breathing through a straw. Really slow and intentional. And same thing as you exhale, dragging the breath through the back of the throat and out of your nose. If you need to linger here longer, hit the pause button. It's a great place to pause and just be. But if you are ready, stretch your fingertips out further. And just notice how the physical body is feeling. And set an intention or a centering thought for your practice, something that keeps you focused on your breath and on this moment. Everything else can wait. On your next inhale, lift up your torso and let's walk the hands over to the left. Hi. Take a deep breath in to the right side of the body. And try to make each breath a little bigger, each exhale a little slower. And see if your awareness can follow the beginning of the breath right around the lower right hip, the middle of the breath, working its way up to the ribs and maybe the spaces between, and at the very top of the breath, right around the shoulder and the armpit. And as you exhale, connect to the beginning of the exhale around your armpit, the middle around the ribs, and at the bottom right around the hip. And can you pause and exhale out any more? At the end of the exhale, hollow and scoop your belly. And at the beginning of your inhale, start to lift your torso up and walk your hands over to the right, waking up the left side body. Without comparing it to the right, just notice how this side feels. Now we'll focus on our bandhas with our breath. At the beginning of the inhale, Mula Bandha, the space between your sit bones, pull that in, dragging the breath up. And then Uddiyana Bandha on the exhale, right around the middle where the ribs are, where you draw the ribs in and down towards your hip bones. So it's an intentional breath throughout the duration of our practice. If you lose that connection, bring it back to child's pose. Your next inhale, bring it back around to center. Remind yourself of your intention. And then lift yourself up to all fours. Line up the creases of your wrists, elbows, and shoulders, and stack your hips directly over your knees. And start to wave your spine and your cat-cows, tops of the feet press down, and the bottoms of the hands press down. Pull the shoulders back, lift your gaze and tail. On an exhale, connecting to the feet and hands, and this time push away from the earth. Drawing your chin to your chest. Gaze between your legs or up towards your navel center. Hollow at the end. Inhale, let the belly go. Pause if you need it. Exhale, round and curl. Or just let your breaths roll right into each other. Pick up your feet, tuck your toes. And exhale, round and curl. Inhale, let the belly go. And exhale, round and curl. Inhale back to center. Bring your knees closer together. Tops of the feet down. Just move your hips to the right. And then move your hips to the left. To the right. And to the left. One more to the right. And one more to the left. Bringing it back to center. Open up the knees again. Lift up your right foot. Squeeze your heel towards your butt. Move your right foot to the right. Look right. Move your right foot to the left. Look left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Back to center and lower down. Left foot, squeeze the heel, squeezing the hamstring. Left, look left. Right, look right. Left, exhale. Right, exhale. One more left. One more right. Bring it back to center and dial your fingertips back towards your knees for a brief pause. If this is too much, only dial back to a place that feels appropriate. You hold the intensity dial, so move into your poses in a way that feels good, not in a way that's causing tension or shortness of breath. Flip your palms up, fingertips face the knees or each other, or one at a time. Give your fingers a little wiggle, make a fist. Maybe circle around your mat. Maybe the circle's big, maybe it's small. Reverse it if you made one. And then lean back, pick up your hands, place your hands down. Take a moment to observe that sensation and breathe into it. Pick up your feet, tuck your toes. Lower to your elbows. Take your right hand behind your head and just 5 pulsations. We'll inhale, open the right elbow to the right, and exhale, touch down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more. 1 more. Lower, left hand, inhale, exhale. Just warming up. Inhale, exhale, getting into the shoulders, the upper and middle back. 1 more or 2 more. Last one. Keep your forearms down, forearm plank for 5. Draw the belly in and up. Firm your thighs. Sit bones towards your heels. Heart towards your fingers. Lower sphinx pose. Inhale, pull the heart forward as you drag your elbows back. If you've got a bunch of wrinkles in the back of your neck, bring it out. Bring your chin down just a little or lift it up a little, one or the other. Find length in all sides of your neck. 1 more breath here. Slowly lower all the way down, bringing your hands underneath your shoulders. Do a few shoulder shrugs. Reverse it. The next time your shoulders face down, squeeze the elbows in where the elbows are up. Let the finger pads into the mat. Press into your feet and your thighs and hips, and inhale. Peel yourself up to a lifted cobra, or if you're ready, the full expression, upward facing dog. Arms straight or bent, or maybe hands hovering. Try not to squeeze your glutes here. Try to create space in the low back, not crunch it up, but space. So pull the belly in, lift your gaze. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, look over your left shoulder. Bring it back to center, look up. On an exhale, lift up your hips, tuck your toes, preparing for downward facing dog. So first, tops of the feet. Inhale, lift the belly, wrap the ribs, float your knees off the mat. Take a breath here. Root down a little more into your index fingers and thumbs. Energetically hug the upper arm bones in and back. Pick up your right knee, tap your right elbow, and lower. Left knee, exhale, tap the left elbow, and lower. 3 more. Lower. Exhale. Lower. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. Just warming up the core. Stay here. Lower your knees or float to the toes. Pause. Draw the belly in. Tailbone back. Heart forward. Upper arms wrap back. Lift your right foot, then left. Lift and lower for 5. 4, you can go faster. Keep your knees low. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Turbo dog. So knees stay low. Push your belly back. Upper arms wrap in. Push back. Now triceps down. Try to get your heels above your toes. Shins parallel to the earth. Upper legs firing up. And lower belly drawing back. Spine should be a little rounded here. If you want a little more, open up your knees. Send your hips back towards your heels. Start to lift your hips, straightening out your legs. Woo. And pedal out your heels. Right heel, left heel. Exhale, right heel. Exhale, left heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right. Inhale. So there's always going to be a rhythm with your breath. We're using Ujjayi to transition from pose to pose. Using Ujjayi to deepen within the pose. Using Ujjayi as a means to keep us focused, to keep us present. On your next inhale, lift your heels, look to the top of the mat, and take little baby steps. Exhale. Inhale, press down, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press down with the left foot, lift up with the right. Inhale, press down, lift up. Taking little baby steps to warm up the back of the legs. The slower you move, the more you're going to feel, but the better it is for you. Once you get there, separate your feet to fist distance. Grab a hold of opposite elbows. Knees are soft. Try to keep your belly on top of your thighs. So if your knees are bent this much, that's awesome. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Now bring awareness to the bottom of your feet and the points of contact. You have your big toes, and then you have the big toe mound. Root down the big toe mound. Pinky toe mound. Root. Squeeze in as if you were squeezing a block between your shins. Oh, that feels really good. Keeps you centered, so there's no weight in the outer hips. On your next inhale, we're going to soften the knees and ragdoll our way up. Squeeze the block. Pull the belly in. Roll your shoulders up and down your back when you get there. I have peanuts in case I get hungry during my practice. Bring your feet together. Lift all 10 toes. Firm your thighs. Let's just get our alignment right first for chair pose. Firm thighs. Hips wrap in and back. Tailbone wraps or lengthens down, not in, not back. Belly in. Inhale, keep the toes lifted. Squeeze the knees. Hug the hips. Pull the belly back. And breathe. Gaze down at your knees. If you don't see your toes, move your hips back a little. So this pose, a lot of times what I see is too much of the arching, and then I'll say lengthen the tail and then tug it too much. All of that is great, but find the place in the middle. Take another deep breath in. On an exhale, bring your hands to your heart. On an inhale, bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Maybe the tricep if you've been practicing a while. Hands come together and you twist. If this is too much, you can rest your forearm on the thigh. Take your left hand to your hip. Twist from the waist. Make sure your right knee doesn't move forward. If you want more, open up, spread your wings. Inhale back to chair. See if you have a little more space in your shoulders to turn your palms back. Energize your fingers. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, left elbow to the outside of the and spread your wings. Keep squeezing the knees, hugging the left hip back, right hip slightly forward. Bring your hands back to your heart. And sweep it up chair. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Why does this thing want to come on my mat? Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold like a wave in motion. Just like your cat-cow's waving the spine. Bringing your chest as close to your thighs as you can. Inhale, halfway lift. Soften the knees as much as you need to find length where there's no rounding. Exhale, fold. One more deep breath in. We're going to pause at the top of our inhale. Take another little sip. Feel the rib cage expand. Open up your mouth this time in a verbal exhale. Inhale, halfway lift to prepare. Place your hands down, step jump, or float it back. If you float, you land and low push up. If you step, high to low. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot up between your hands. Turn your left heel in, 45 degrees. Right toes, shin and knee face forward. Your back foot, the outer edge of it is firmly grounded. Inner spiraling your left thigh. Warrior one. Feel equal pressure in the outer edges of your feet. Feel your inner arches, front and back, lifting. Inhale. On an exhale, bring heaven to earth. Step it back, low push up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot steps towards your left thumb. Right heel flat. Ground to rise. Inhale, head comfortably drops back behind the shoulders. No wrinkles. Squaring off my two hips the very best I can to the front of my neck. One more breath. Exhale, heaven to earth. Your exhale takes you all the way to a low push-up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look up to your hands. Take little baby steps all the way up. Bend the knees, lift all 10 toes, look forward. Inhale, rise, chair. Exhale, where you sink a little deeper. Inhale, where you lean into the toes and lift your heels. One more breath. On your next inhale, try to stay high on your high on your toes. Rise all the way up to standing. And on an exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Take a moment here. Ground down with your right foot. Lift your left knee. Slowly take it back to a warrior three. Stretch with your arms back, crown of the head forward, both legs straight and strong. Outer right hip hugs back, inner left thigh spirals in and up. Take one more breath here. Soften the knee, step it back, warrior one pose. Inhale, the arms lift. Squeeze the inner thighs, breathe in as much as you can. Exhale, bring it all the way down. Three-legged. Up dog. Down dog. Look up between your hands. Step, jump, or float lightly all the way up. Inhale, lift all 10 toes. Rise up, chair. Exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, lift your heels. Inhale, rise to standing. Stay high up on your toes if you can. Exhale, lower the heels, hands to heart. Ground left foot, lift right knee. Sweep it back, warrior three. Take the arms with you, right heel back, crown of the head forward. Right toes face down, or even a little pigeon toe with that right foot to keep the right hip facing the earth. Left leg straight and strong. Ground into the inner arch. Soften the left knee, step it back, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, bring it all the way down. Keep exhaling. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Stay there. Lower your right foot as lightly as you can behind your left. Dancer's bridge. Spinning the heart open to the sky. Inhale as you circle the right hand around. Pivot on your left foot. Kick your right foot out to the left. Let it place it on the ground or lift it up. Or take your left hand to the top of the foot and swing it around as far to the front of your mat as you can. Slowly bring it back, three-legged dog. And then step the right foot all the way up between your hands. Turn your left foot flat. Rise up, warrior two. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Reach it forward. Bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Stretch with your left bicep by your ear. Use your right elbow to keep guiding your right knee towards that right pinky toe. Rise back up to warrior two. And then bend the right knee. Float your left toes up. Find runner's stretch. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Use your hands to lift up all the way, wide leg. Open up your arms nice and wide. Expand through the heart center. Lift your gaze. And on an exhale, fold all the way over. Tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Right hand down, right underneath your chin. Left hand to your hip for a twist. Lift your left arm. Push down with your right hand. Feel your right hip lifting, not dipping in towards the left foot. One more breath here. Lower your left hand underneath the chin, twisting to the other side. Right hand, right hip, right hand to the sky. Left hand pushing, not sinking into the wrist joint. Left hip lifting, finding a nice big twist, rotating the rib cage to the right. Lower your right hand. Bend your knees left and right a few times. And then bring it around to the left side lunge. Right hand down, left hand up, twist. Deep breath in here. Stay there or pivot all 10 toes to the left. Take the left bicep slowly back behind your left ear. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, take your left hand and left leg back, side plank. Bicep by your ear. Slowly bringing it around to a left forearm side plank. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Circle your right arm around, forearm plank. Inhale. Heart moves forward. Belly in. Sit bones towards the heels. Heels towards the front of your mat. Lift up your hips. Walk your feet in. Dolphin. Or forearm down dog, whatever you want to call it. Stay here, or on an inhale, lift your right leg. Stay there, try a few hop ups with your left foot. Maybe find a little more air time. Keep pushing away with your elbows. And then if you lifted the right leg, lower it back down and lift your left. Just breathe, just breathe. Whether the right foot lifts or not. Plug your fingertips into the mat. Forearm down dog. Look at your hands, see if you can open up the hands a little wider. Grip the mat, tuck your or bend your knees, push down dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Stay there or flip your dog. Get as light as you can on that left foot. Circle the left hand around. Pivot your right toes to the right. Lift with your right arm to the sky. Left knee in, left foot forward and down, or grab a hold of the foot and swing it around to the back of the mat. Inhaling, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot steps up between your hands. Turn your right foot flat. Rise up, warrior two. Checking in with your pose. Left forearm to your left thigh. Bicep by your ear. Side angle pose. Left knee over the ankle. Left knee moving towards left pinky toe. Warrior 2 to runner's stretch. Ooh. Try to keep that right heel down. Keep your gaze fixed or close your eyes. Slowly, hands to the earth, lift up, wide leg. Open up the arms. Interlace your fingers behind you. Make a fist with your hands, press the palms together. Inhale, firm the thighs. Lift your belly, lift your gaze, and heart. On an exhale, forward fold. Letting your arms ride off your back the best you can. Two more breaths. Bringing the hands to your tailbone, and then undo your hands, hands back to the mat. Bend your knees a few times, right and left. Bring it around to right side lunge. Left hand planks, right hand lifts, lunge twist. Stay there, or pivot your toes to the right and reach your right bicep back by your ear. Deep breath in and deep breath out. From here, take the right leg and your right arm back and up. Side plank pose. Try to ground that left big toe to strengthen the ankle joint. Right forearm down, forearm side plank on the right side. Forearm plank. To forearm downward facing dog. Gripping the mat with your finger pads. Lift your left leg up first this time. Stay there. Try to float your right foot off the mat. If your right foot lifted, lower it. Left foot down. Right foot up. Lean into it. Keep pushing away from the earth. Lower slowly. Separate your hands a little. Soften the knees a little. Down dog. Walk your feet up 1.5 foot distance. Open shoulder width. Plug your left fingertips into the mat. Take your right hand to the right foot, ankle, leg, whatever you can grab. And gently pull. Push with your left hand. Pull with your right. Simultaneously. Go ahead, release. Reach it back. Foot, ankle, or leg. And Release. Keep your feet the way they are, and we're gonna float to our yoga squat. Little hop to the outside of our hands. Bringing our hands in prayer. Elbows to the inside of the knees. Heart forward, tailbone down. Relax face, jaw. Starting to wind things down. One more breath. Bring your hands to the floor. Turn your heels back and come back up with straight legs. Grab a hold of opposite elbows. Shake the head yes and no. End with yes. Take the hands down. Heel toe your feet together. Lift the heels. Bend the knees. Lower your seat to your heels for toe stretch. If it's possible, float your arms up. Cactus your elbows. Open up the knees and settle your hips down to the ground. Bring the soles of your feet together and open up your knees nice and wide. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Take your left foot towards your right hip, right foot over the left knee, right hand behind you for a twist. Inhale, reach the left arm up. And exhale, left elbow hooks to the outside of your right thigh or hug it in. Bring it back to center. Take your right foot and pull it all the way back by your left hip so you're in your Gomukhasana legs. Take your right arm up. You might need a strap or a towel, whatever's handy. Hook your hands. Draw the belly in. Take a breath here. One more breath. On an inhale, reach up with your right arm. Lower your right arm to the right of your hip. Use that right hand to push your hips over to the left as you stretch up and over with your left arm. So imaginary wall behind you where your back, hips, shoulders are lined up. Feel with your breath your left rib cage lifting out of your waist. Make a little rotation over that right thigh. Stretch with your left fingertips forward and fold into it the best you can. Breathing right into the middle back, the obliques. Oftentimes these parts are missed. So the sensation that you feel is your fascia being hydrated. It's like when you wake up in the morning and you take that big stretch and it feels so good. That's your fascia being hydrated. As we sleep, fascia grows rapidly. Slowly make your way back to center. Take a brief pause. Slowly lift yourself up and reach up with your arms. palms touch. Bring your hands together at your heart. Remind yourself of your intention. Take your hands behind you, fingertips face in. Pump out your legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right heel in. Left foot crosses over the right knee. Left hand behind you, right arm up, and then find your twist. Bring it back to center. Take your right hand to your left ankle and pull your left heel towards your hip. Left arm up, right arm out and back. Deep breath in and deep breath out. One more breath. On an inhale, the left arm lifts. Walk your left fingertips over to the left of your hip. Use that hand to push your hips to the right to keep your sit bones grounded. Reach up and over with your right hand. Remember the wall behind you, so don't lean forward, don't lean back too much, but keep the right shoulder back. One more breath here. Make the rotation over your left thigh. Walk with your right fingertips out to deepen the awareness of that sensation. And be able to breathe and feel the space. Make your way back to center. And slowly lift yourself up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Keep your hands here. Lean back. Kick it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boat pose. Both legs up, straight legs or bent knees. It's up to you. They're both challenging. For 5, 4, 3. Think your heart towards your toes. 2, 1. Find canoe. Pressing down the lower back. Squeezing the legs together. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Head down, knees in. Rock it side to side as well as your ears. Releasing any tension in your neck. Circle your knees around. Reverse it. Place your left foot down your right ankle on your left thigh for pigeon pose. You can stay here. This is beautiful. Opening up the hip. You can lift the foot up. I like to keep my elbow down, press. You can take the right hand through the hole and reach around the back of your left leg and pull for the front of the shin. As long as your shoulders aren't involved. Head back, relax. Relax your jaw. Close your eyes or fix your gaze. One more breath. Lift both legs up. Lift your arms up. But if you need your hands to support the legs staying up, use them. Roll around your wrist if possible and ankles. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Make a fist with your feet and hands. Release, fist. And then other side. Left ankle. And however you did it, repeat it here. One more breath. Release your legs up. Roll around the wrist. Give everything a little shake. Bridge pose. Hands by your side, palms down. Feet hip bone distance apart. Place your feet down. See if your fingertips can graze the heels. As long as you don't have anything going on in your back, move your heels back a little bit more. Maybe grab your heels. Take a breath in. And on an exhale, root down into your inner feet and lift your spine off the mat. Hands can stay where you have them. You can interlace. You can reach back behind you. Or full wheel. Five more breaths. One. Wherever you are, try not to squeeze your glutes. 2. 3. 4. 1 more. Lowering slowly all the way back down with the arms and legs back up. Roll around the wrists, the ankles, or just let everything be relaxed for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Happy baby. So really important in happy baby, we tend to just grab the feet and pull the knees down without focusing on the integrity of the pose. And in the pose, the tailbone presses and lengthens to the front of the back. And then each vertebra, all the way up to the back of your shoulders, is pressing down. So if your knees are up here and your spine is down, that's beautiful. If your knees are down here and your tailbone is up, it's not beautiful. Stay there, kick into your hands with your feet, and straighten out your legs the best you can. Either one at a time or both at the same time. And then we'll lift the legs up. Cross your left knee over your right. Open up your arms wide like a T. Place your right foot down. Scoot your hips to the left and move your knees to the right for your final twisting pose. If it's too much, uncross your legs. If you have a favorite twist, I say do that favorite twist. This is my favorite twist, so this is where I always go. But I encourage you to honor what you love when it comes to twisting. Try to make each breath a little bigger as the breath does get compromised because the lungs are being compressed. But as we release out of this pose, we'll be bringing fresh blood, rich in oxygen and nutrients. Inhale, bring your gaze center. Bring your knees back up. Center your hips. Lift your arms and legs up. Pause for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross your right knee over your left. Open up the arms wide like a T. Place your left foot down. Scoot your hips to the right, and then your knees to the left. Looking over your right shoulder to deepen the twist. One more breath. Bring your gaze back. Inhale the knees up. Uncross, center your hips. Lift your legs and arms back up. Breathe deep. Slowly start to lower your arms comfortably away from your body, palms face up. Slowly bring the soles of your feet together. Start to lower them down between your legs, and you don't have to keep them there. You can stretch them straight out to each corners of your mat, coming into your final pose, your Shavasana. Bringing if the soles of your feet are still together, there's no right or wrong of how close your heels are. It's about what feels right in your body. Right now, I'm going to just connect with all the bugs on me. Thank you so much for taking time to flow with me. As always, hit the pause button whenever you need a little longer in one pose, like pigeon, back bends. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.